Peter Pan in Neverland. One night, in the quiet streets of London, 3 children, Wendy, John, and Michael Darling, were fast asleep in their bedroom. But little did they know, someone very special was about to visit them. His name? Peter Pan. He wasn't just any boy. He could fly, and he never grew up. He had come to listen to Wendy tell bedtime stories, something he loved to hear. But on this particular night, Peter had a problem. He had lost his shadow. You see, while sneaking in to listen, his shadow had been caught by the window. When Peter tried to catch it, he made quite a bit of noise, waking Wendy. Wendy, always curious and kind, helped Peter sew his shadow back to his feet. Impressed with her storytelling and kindness, Peter asked Wendy and her brothers if they would like to come with him to Neverland, a magical island filled with adventure. "We can fly there," Peter said. "But how?" asked Wendy. "Easy," said Peter. "Just think happy thoughts, and with a little bit of pixie dust from my friend Tinker Bell, we'll be soaring in no time." Before they knew it, Wendy, John, and Michael were flying above the rooftops of London, off to Neverland. Welcome to Neverland. When the children arrived in Neverland, they were amazed. The island was full of incredible sights. There were lush jungles, sparkling lagoons, and tree houses in the clouds. But not everything was peaceful. Peter and his friends, the Lost Boys, had enemies. The most dangerous of all was the evil pirate Captain Hook. Captain Hook was always on the lookout for Peter Pan. Why? Because Peter had once cut off Hook's hand in a battle, and now the pirate had a hook instead of a hand. Even worse, a giant crocodile had eaten Hook's hand, and the crocodile liked the taste so much, it followed Hook everywhere, hoping for a second bite. Luckily for Hook, the crocodile had swallowed a ticking clock, so he could always hear it coming. Tick-tock, tick-tock. But Captain Hook wasn't about to let Peter Pan get the best of him. He was determined to catch Peter and make him pay. Adventures in Neverland. Peter, Wendy, and the Lost Boys had lots of adventures in Neverland. They played with mermaids in the lagoon, had battles with pirates, and even visited a group of Native Americans who lived on the island. Wendy loved being with Peter and his friends, but she missed her home and wondered if they'd ever return. One day, while Peter and the Lost Boys were out exploring, Captain Hook came up with a sneaky plan. He captured Tinker Bell and forced her to reveal where Peter and the Lost Boys lived. Then, Hook captured Wendy, John, Michael, and all of Peter's friends, taking them aboard his pirate ship. But Tinker Bell, despite being captured, escaped and rushed to warn Peter. With her help, Peter flew to the pirate ship to save his friends. The final battle. Peter Pan arrived just in time for a final showdown with Captain Hook. It was an epic battle of swords, flying acrobatics, and clever tricks. Hook tried every dirty pirate trick he knew, but Peter was too quick and smart. In the end, Hook made a wrong move and fell off the ship, right into the waiting jaws of the crocodile. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The sound of the crocodile's clock faded as Hook was carried away. With the villain defeated, Peter rescued Wendy and her brothers, as well as the lost boys. Going home. After the big adventure, Wendy, John, and Michael decided it was time to return home. Though they loved Neverland, they missed their parents and their normal life. Peter was sad to see them go, but he knew they belonged with their family. Peter flew them back to their home in London, promising to visit again someday. As Wendy and her brothers settled back into their beds, they realized that while they had loved their time in Neverland, growing up might not be so bad after all. As for Peter, he flew back to Neverland, where he continued to live his endless magical adventures. Forever young, the boy who never grew up. The moral of Peter Pan. It's okay to grow up, but never lose your sense of wonder and imagination. Peter Pan stayed a boy forever, but Wendy and her brothers learned that growing up doesn't mean losing your fun or adventure. You can always keep your imagination alive, no matter how old you get. Questions about Peter Pan. 1. How did Peter Pan lose his shadow? 2. What helped Wendy, John, and Michael fly to Neverland? 3. Why did Captain Hook want to catch Peter Pan? 4. Who warned Peter about Captain Hook's plan to capture his friends? 5. What happened to Captain Hook in the end?
Little duck. Quack, 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 quack.